The stars in the world of business joined us for a night of recognition and celebration at the Asia CEO Awards 2024. We're giving you, our beloved viewers, more highlights from this historic event with interviews from industry experts.
We talk about due diligence in a sense that do it right the first time and do it right until the last time.
We believe AI don't replace human talent. AI actually augment human talent.
Sustainability is thinking about how can we build a lasting business that will help contribute to a lasting world.
We are now open for business.
It is a signal to the world. We are open for business.
Open for Business is back, and with me is the winner of the SME Company of the Year. Enzo, the show is Open for Business, and the goal of Open for Business is really to promote MSMEs.
Yeah.
That's why this interview with you is very special to the show Open for Business. There's a lot of MSMEs, and we have how many people here? There's about 2,000, but it was your company, Angkat, that won the SME Company of the Year. Sa palagay mo, sir, what are those strategies that you implemented that helped you win the award?
First and foremost, I would really just like to thank the Asia CEO Awards for handing this award for us. It's an incredible honor just to be here today, sitting with you. Probably, one of the things that we were really particular about our business is really due diligence. So when it comes to our business, we talk about due diligence in a sense that we have to do it right. Do it right the first time and do it right until the last time. So we're very particular about doing that when it comes to our business. Our partnership with PwC has been incredible. And they'd allow us to really understand, doing the business right. Angkat is it's a Tagalog term for lifting. Yeah. So when we talk about Angkat, we're always thinking of really empowering the people, the common person, or even the businesses, the small businesses. When you empower individuals and you empower businesses, the community around that business and the community around that person, it grows as well. So I think, more than anything, empowering businesses and individuals, but also having a really robust due diligence. All the other companies that are here, they're probably so much better in terms of a lot of other things. But I think that is where we really shine as a company in Angkat.
It's good that you mentioned about this empowerment, you talk about agility, and the beauty of being an SME is that you can move faster, you're more agile, and then you can easily empower your people because of the size of the business. But how do you compete in the market? There's a lot in the market that's also in your industry. How do you stand out?
It's very easy to just get drowned out in all the noise of all these companies that are just coming out. I think, really having a niche of where you're supposed to be. For us, example, a lot of our competitors, when we were doing our research about the market and our competitors, we saw that most of them are actually really just going for the retail. So we shifted our whole business into really focusing on the B2B, but also accommodating the retail. In a sense, we're smack right in the middle of the whole, the market, in a sense. So we were...
So parang you found that sweet spot.
Yes,
Correct.
correct. There's a point that I think sa amin naman kasi, compared to all the other people in our business, we had to be really relational. Compared to a lot of the companies who are big, it's very transactional. Kami, we had to be really relational in a sense. So I think that's what helped us really position ourselves in a sense.
That's hard. When you say it's relational, can you cite specific instances on how you apply that? Kasi sabi mo nga, transactional yung iba. So, siyempre, we think of a lot of things when you say relational, but can you, for the benefit of the other MSMEs who are here and who are watching Open for Business, ano yung examples mo ng strategies to deepen relationships?
For us, I think, it's always starts with the leadership. We had to really set an example, not just to ourselves, but also to our staff, in a sense. No? Leadership and just showing na, okay, this is how we should do it as kami nga owners, and then kami pa rin yung nagtatrabaho sa ilalim, sa baba. So, I think, when it comes to all businesses, when your people actually sees that, na yung parang, kayo nga, you're willing to actually, parang tipong, in a term, serve pa.
Yeah,
diba?
so you roll your sleeves up
yes,
and then
correct,
you
correct,
do
correct,
the actual
correct,
work.
Correct.
It's
So, we do that also for our customers. Most of our clients has been with us for more than ever since we started. And so far naman, I think they're very happy. Kasi even me, pag tinawagan ako, kahit anong oras, sagot pa rin. So I think that's one of the things that parang inano ko na rin sa staff ko na pag may tumawag na client, you have to be really, taking care of them.
Siyempre, nakarating ka sa SME Company of the Year, hindi naman yan walang kahirap-hirap, mahirap din naman yan. So, para sa mga nanonood sa atin na negosyante din at mga maliliit na kumpanya, ano naman yung mga pinagdaanan mo na challenges? Parang I'm sure you've encountered, maybe you can cite one or two, and how were you able to overcome the challenge?
Okay. Actually, the company that we are in, we bootstrap the business. So when you say when you bootstrapped it, you didn't really have a lot of capitalization. When we started, we had to wear a lot of hats. I was lucky enough to be with my partner, Nikki, who has done incredible job of really establishing the company. I think, when you're looking for a partner or people you should start with, second na yung parang technical skills eh. Ako for me, if you are in a sense na you know how to fight really passionately, but also fix problems in each other. This is when you have a partnership now. And I think sa amin, naging parang alas namin. Kasi we do fight, kasi we're very passionate about what we do.
Yeah.
But also, when we know how to make up and fix it, para kaming mag-asawa, in a sense. So, I think if you have to do it with somebody, in a partner, you have to understand how to fight good, and also fix things good.
In this time in our generation, wellness is something we have to fight for. How are you able to implement this in a company that is attaining a certain objective, but at the same time, keeping wellness a part of the everyday life of your employees?
Yes, that's very true. There is a lot of challenges when it comes to health and wellness, but as I also shared earlier, it's not just a company initiative. It's really woven into the fabric of who we are as a company. It's really part of who we are as Ubisoft. We're the very first AAA game development company in the Philippines, and we want to push forward. We want to push boundaries, and it really doesn't happen with just a few people working. It's the commitment and support of the whole company, of the whole team. So it is really for all of them. So the healthier, the more balanced team members are, the better they perform. So it's really a core value that we want to continue to propagate in the company. The company motto was always serious about fun. So it's really about balancing everything. So being passionate about work, making sure that we have time for activities for mental well-being, for physical well-being. We actually just finished our wellness month activities last week. So we still have ongoing activities right now, so challenges and stuff like that for the company.
Wow. Okay, so there's two things I noticed. So first, Ubisoft is a gaming company, and you're a woman. That says something different about women empowerment. Tell me, how's it like to be a woman leader in a gaming company? That's something I've never seen or heard before.
We're actually very proud of that. The company is made up of about 30% women. The leadership team is 60-75% women. So there's a lot of women who are working together in the company. It's really something that we encourage. So diversity, inclusion, it's part of our initiatives as well. So it's part of keeping things balanced.
For 14 years, what have you been looking for in the CEOs that stand tonight?
One, that's why I I keep joining when they invite me because Asia CEO, both the awards and the Asia CEO Forum, it's a good platform for nation building and knowledge sharing. And we recognize those with excellence. Like we don't just call them finalists, but circle of excellence. So everyone that gets the circle of excellence are very deserving. We really look at contribution to nation, to their profession, to their industry as leaders and good exemplars of leadership and management.
What is the trait that you believe CEOs and leaders in business should have?
One is you should have a passion for what you're doing, and knowledge is one thing, and sharing knowledge is another. Like, I was a lecturer of Harvard and MIT before I became a student of Harvard. Then I've done projects in 40 countries. I've been a guest speaker in 23 countries. And as an architect, urban planner, environmental planner, and I bet I have advocacies for the environment and good governance. And again, Asia CEO Forum, Asia CEO Awards are good platforms for knowledge sharing and nation building.
I love that you're all about sharing knowledge and sustainability for that. Are there any challenges that you face as you are really holding the value of sustainability in a fast-pacing country or world where a lot of waste products are being used for their architecture?
I walk the talk. Like, I gave up $1 million in architect's fee for a proposed 6-star hotel. I was asked to destroy 366 70-year-old trees. I gave up the $1 million. So I don't just talk the talk, I walk the talk. And our projects, Palafox, our guideline is people first or social equity, job creation, poverty alleviation. And then we can talk about planet Earth or the environment. Then we can talk about profit, economic goals, and prosperity.
Aside from the fact that we are the largest private employer in the Philippines, we pride ourselves with leading with clear visibility, unparalleled velocity, and really high value, not just for our employees, but for our customers. We definitely champion our people. I can go on and on. We champion our people. Our people, our game changers are the most important for us. There is so much importance given to the culture of the company. We bring our people together, our game changers, so that we are looking at the same vision. We're working towards one direction. So yes, culture is biggest for us. Wow.
Our company, specifically our innovation, promotes this particular advocacy. So maraming salamat po for seeing the value of sustainability. Specifically, it's very important not only to our nation, but also to our environment as well.
Oh, so this innovation is really towards the environmental health, right? Tell me how this impacts your company and your customers.
Actually po, yung pili adhesive po, one of the remarkable and meaningful innovation po is the pili seal. So if you're familiar with pili nuts, yung puno po ng kinonvert po, yung dagta po no, kinonvert po namin into sustainable aviation sealant. So I'm hoping na this innovation and also my company will really help our local pili farming community kasi it's may humble effort to give back to my community as well. Kaya maraming salamat po at ito pong award po na ito ay isa sa mga simbolo na ang mga fellow youths and student natin can also take space and also contribute in the field of innovation and also in nation building.
Wow. You know what? There's a lot more brains and talents in the Philippines to discover. No? Give any word of encouragement or please push our kabataan, mga Pilipino kabataan, to think outside the box.
Always allow yourself to dream because it is valid. And on your journey, you are never denied, but only redirected. The second one, let's continue to ideate, innovate, initiate, and create impact for a more sustainable world.
Off cam, we were talking about you being shortlisted in this category for several years, but you never won. And this is your lucky night. So what do you think are the factors that made you win this time?
It's not just what you're doing, but it's what the others have done, right? And you know, we've been on this sustainability journey for many years, and I think this is just our lucky year where our projects came out to be maybe a little ahead of the others. But I think as long as we keep on this journey, that's what's important, right? And so we'll keep on entering into this competition. I think the recognition shows the kind of work that we've been doing, and I think that's what's important for us.
There's a lot of big words, especially for MSMEs, because that's the audience of Open for Business. We have CSR, we have sustainability, and then when they mention sustainability, sometimes it's lip service. But to you at BPI, how do you define sustainability as your corporate value?
For me, sustainability is, a lot of people think of sustainability as just the environment, but it's many things, right? They talk about ESG, environment, sustainability, and governance, right? And really those things, what it's meant to do is say, let's not just think about today, let's think about the future, right? And I think a company like BPI, 173 years already of history, and we've developed a mindset for thinking for the future. And it's something that you always have to work on, because there's always a temptation to think about today, right? But sustainability is thinking about how can we build a lasting business, right? Lasting business that will help contribute to a lasting world, help contribute to our lasting business. And I think that's what's important. We always have to be thinking about building a lasting business.
What specific projects that you have entered this year that you think made an impact with the judges and also the community?
I can't say for sure exactly what kind of tipped the scales in our favor this year. But, for us, financial inclusion is really one of the things that we do try to spend time on. So that's which pertains more to the social side out of ESG. And for us, that kind of broad-ranging, we have a lot of efforts in terms of supporting SMEs, micro-entrepreneurs as well, trying to bring more people into the formalized banking community. We have a lot of initiatives to reach out to the unbanked. And I think that may have been what kind of tipped the scales in our favor this year.
There's a positive outlook as far as financial inclusion is concerned. I think there are new rules and regulations and targets by the BSP on that. But in terms of sustainability and focusing on financial inclusion, do you have specific targets on how you measure this sustainability efforts?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the targets that we as a management team have set out for ourselves is to really build up the customer base, the BPI customer base, right? And we've gone out and said that we're going to try and onboard 50 million customers. And you don't get to 50 million customers without financial inclusion, right? You can't get to 50 million customers by only banking the affluent or the upper end of the segment. You really have to include financial inclusion as one of the goals that you're working on, and that's been part of the important goals that we're working towards as we move forward.
And what do we expect from your team now that you won the Sustainability Company of the Year? What does this mean to you? Are there specific efforts that you are now planning for 2025?
I think what this means for us is it's a recognition on the part of the bank as a whole that the efforts that we've been engaging in mean something, right? And it's being recognized, and hopefully it'll inspire them to continue on this journey that we're on. I'm very proud of the team that helped build this up, and I think it'll inspire them to continue doing it as we move into the future.
Well said, and congratulations. Tonight, we have the winner of the Technology of the Year. Winning this award is very significant in the sense that business is now run by technology somehow. If you're not connected with that, and if your technology is still legacy, and you might be left out. So far, what have you pioneered somehow or contributed in terms of technological advancements which you think made you win this award?
Yeah, so in our solar operation, because we're one of the leading and largest solar generation company, through our operation and maintenance, we actually utilize artificial intelligence. We utilize robots to clean our panels, which span over hundreds and hundreds of hectares. And also, through how we design our solar farms, we incorporate what we call, and we pioneered what we call the agro-solar. We allow and we partner local farmers to grow high-value root crops underneath our solar table. So we're able to utilize our land in two ways, for the food security and also energy security.
So for Oliver, that's very, groundbreaking. At the same time, mind-boggling because you're addressing somehow two sectors. One is energy, because I think with solar, that's green technology. And then the other one is artificial intelligence, which is also very relevant now. In terms of the balance between these environmental concerns and siyempre, we also talk about ESG pag ganyan and with artificial intelligence. How do you balance this green technology with the needs of human talent with artificial intelligence? Kasi we get a lot of feedback na artificial intelligence may somehow replace human talent.
On the contrary, we believe AI actually augment human talent. AI don't replace human talent. Case in point, in our solar, though we use robotics to clean our panels, to cut grass, that allows our people to upskill and to do more higher value jobs or work than the lower value, which can be taken already by the AI.
Ang pinag-uusapan lagi natin dito, I was talking with the Secretary of Finance kanina. Siyempre, kuryente, and here you are presenting this solar technology. Ano yung outlook mo pagdating doon sa impact nito, specifically in the solar energy side and AI side, in terms of its contribution to the Philippine economy? Do you see more green energy and solar energy going into the mainstream and also the use of artificial intelligence?
Yeah, because of our government ambition for energy transition into renewable, Philippines is becoming a bright spot in the region, attracting foreign direct investment. And our government recently lifted the foreign cap ownership.
What's the foreign ownership now?
Foreign can own 100% of renewable energy. So as a country, we've been attracting direct investment, which will create multiplier effect to the economy.
I'm sure leading these technologies is also challenging in the sense that it was groundbreaking. You somehow pioneered it, and especially with new innovations like this, you get a lot of resistance sometimes, and you had to do a lot of education to both the consumers and also to the industry. What was your biggest challenge so far?
If you look back 8 to 10 years ago, the early years of the renewable energy, people don't believe in solar. They say, oh, it's intermittent, what if it's cloudy day? But through technology, through evolution of technology, solar has become more and more reliable if partnered with battery energy storage system. We believe, in fact, it is our vision that there will come a day when we can power using pure renewable energy.
In terms of the market share of energy consumption, how much percentage is its contribution?
Renewable energy contributes approximately 20% of the total country energy demand.
So malaki pa yung
Malaki
you
pa.
have a huge market pa.
Indeed.
Okay.
I would like to share this award to our team. It's really not a personal award, it's a team effort. This award essentially inspire our team to continue our pursuit for excellence, to deliver the best renewable energy solutions to our customers.
You are the finale. After all the awards, you are called last, but as they say, you save the best for last. With this award, the Top Employer of the Year award, it's something very significant because the winner is like the household name in the Philippines. So what does this mean to Filipinos? Are we expecting more Filipinos to line up to GCash and be employed in your company?
That's actually just part, but it's really more of our purpose of finance for all here in the Philippines, and actually now globally. So aside from attracting more talents, it's really more of our purpose for the Filipinos.
Speaking of purpose, sir, what specific purpose? That is to also provide financial inclusion to a lot of Filipinos. What do you think, in your words, the purpose of GCash?
bringing or giving opportunities to every Filipinos. No, in fact, what we want is that we would like GCash to be part of every Filipino's lives in their everyday, rainy day, and one day. So it means that GCash should be part of their everyday needs, and then GCash should be also there during their rainy days when there are emergencies. And GCash should be part of their one day, meaning we would like to uplift the lives of the Filipinos, which is why our vision for all is actually already transforming and being part of the Filipinos' lives. That's how we see ourselves.
I've also noticed that it is now part of the Filipino lifestyle. Everything is there. You pay your bills, your phone, everything. You get a loan, you make cash advances and all. And sometimes it's part of our emergencies. So is there anything else that GCash hasn't done in the system?
There's actually a lot more that we should look forward to. So there's a lot of innovations, a lot of ideas that we still have to work in GCash.
And sir, even your competitor recognized how significant your milestone is. So in terms of the many Filipinos who are using this app, are you looking at other markets? Because right now, I'm not sure if you can also provide some data on the market expansion for GCash.
Well, actually, in fact, we've gone international recently. We have GCash International, and we've launched it in countries like the US and in the Middle East as well, and in Europe. And there's more to come because we'd like to expand our reach globally, not just here in the Philippines.
Since you are Employer of the Year, one of the many things, the metrics in that category would be employee satisfaction and engagement. How engaging and how satisfying is working with GCash and the company?
Yes, actually one of our values is really valuing our people. So aside from helping the Filipinos, which is our external customers, one of our priorities also is how we will value our people. So there's a lot of initiatives that the HR are doing for the employees that they will be happy, they will stay with the company. So in terms of engagement, so we have a good engagement score in GCash. That's why there's a lot of employees still staying in the company and a lot more who wants to join us in GCash.
Wow, lovely. We know that it's a household name, it's all over the Philippines. But I'm sure there are also issues in terms of attracting and retaining top talent. What specific maybe training programs that you do to ensure that you not only train and mold these talents, but to be the best. So far you are the Employer of the Year, and with that everything is really a puzzle that has to be connected with each other. So in this case, how do you retain, attract top talents, and how do you train them?
I think it all boils down to continuous listening. We keep the pulse of the organization. Being in an HR business partner, we work closely with the business, and with that said, we always have that good to great conversations, what we call G2G, wherein we ask people or employees what makes them stay, what do they look forward to on a day-to-day basis, and what recommendations can they give. And in that continuous listening that we put that together and we try to come up with a plan on how we make things better. So it's all about employee centricity. If we continue to listen to the employee and we put at the center of it, we try to address not only their needs but also their wants. That's how we keep and retain the talent. As for training, our training is based on competencies, and it's also anchored on the business needs, of course. So we also have to balance the employee needs and the business needs and put them together so that we can transform and have design and develop holistic training program that not only address the needs of the employee but also address the needs of the business.
Wow, that's very insightful. When you win an award, there is already a level that you have to maintain all throughout the year. now we are celebrating the 15th year of the Asia CEO Awards. So, what are your plans? How do you keep it up and maintain GCash as the top employer of the year? We have about 2,000 people here, and a lot of the winners that we interviewed here didn't really expect. It's a surprise to many. Was this a surprise to you as well? And the other question is, how do you maintain that integrity being the top employer of the year this year?
It's a surprise and it's an honor that we are recognized as a top employer of the year. So it's really an award that's really very significant for us in GCash. So it just signifies what we're doing for the employees. So even with this award, we will not stop on what we're doing. So we will continue to level up and to continue to give the best that we can give for the employees.
This is basically a milestone because we are celebrating the 15th year of the Asia CEO Awards. In a nutshell, can you describe your journey?
Well, the interesting thing is it's really the story of Philippines, because that's what we're highlighting, of course. It was a smaller enterprise years ago, and we had a hard time finding really good quality companies to highlight. Now there's so many, diverse in every industry you can think of, project management and IT services and people doing food cooking, but really, really successful, exporting and growing, and it's really, really exciting, Cesar, to see the change that has happened in this economy. It's tremendous.
I was there, Net25 was there when you had this media launch, and what was really striking there was the theme, Fortune Favors the Philippines. Can you talk more about how you came up with that theme for this year's celebrations?
Because we want Filipinos to be bold as possible. Fortune favors the bold is what most people hear, but fortune really does favor the Philippines. Very few economies grow as fast as Philippines and as sustainable as Philippines. All over the world, countries in the past that did well, China has been a fantastic company and growing over the years, but they're slowing. And many other countries are slowing. Europe and Japan and they're all looking for a place to go that's next. And that place is Philippines most of all. So there's big opportunities coming the next 15, 20, even 25 years. So we got to get Filipinos geared up, building their skills and thinking boldly about their future. Not just doing successful within a small little area and not just national, but thinking globally. So longer version the way, but that's what it is.
Yes, and the economic figures are doing well. So I think, can you somehow give some attribution to these, to all the efforts of the Asia CEO Awards also? And what specific achievements do you think have you imparted to the smaller businesses? Because we saw that there's a mixture of both large enterprise and MSMEs. Some of the awardees are not really big ones initially, but we see how you also took care or you promoted these small businesses, and now they have graduated from small to medium and even large ones.
Sure, and we've worked with quite a number of smaller companies that become large, and we see that many of them do get exposure to other people, investors and other people through our events. So how many stories of this, but I don't know if you remember, have you ever heard of Bang Bang Bangus, for instance?
So I think so, yeah.
A couple of years ago, they won one of the awards, Entrepreneur, SME, something like that. At the event, people came up at the event to say, I want to buy one of your franchises, tell me how to do this, I want to go. So that group that had, 10, 12 little franchise things before the event, a year later, they're over 100.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying we're the only reason for that, certainly not, but I know they said, you really helped us a lot. So I'm pleased that you know, we have more and more stories like this. So we really want to promote these young companies to help them go big.
How different is this crop of new winners? We talked about transformational leadership, we talked about how the economy is moving, and I'm sure there are also parameters that the respected board of judges, the way they judge, how different is this crop of winners?
Well, I think what's different is it's so much bigger and diverse. Again, in the past, we had a smaller number of judges because there was kind of a smaller number of industries that we could understand. But we've had to continually expand it. Bing Lim Hoko, the mother of Philippine franchising, and so because of their great knowledge about these new companies. So in the past, where we used to get 10 nominations to a certain award, now we get 50. So if you notice the numbers of our Circle of Excellence in some of the categories, it's crazy, it's too big. It's 15, 16 people and companies, but they're such good quality, high quality companies. And we started with 50 and we already came down to 15. We just couldn't reduce it because again, the quality of the companies that they're in, I hope I explain. So that's what's different is the expanding quality, size, and boldness of these companies and the people running them. So.
Okay, thank you, Richard. I know that it is too early to promote, but why would CEOs and companies here in the Philippines join next year's Asia CEO Awards?
We want you to share your expertise and to be promoted, to be an inspiration to others. Don't be selfish about your career, your business, and your success. Share it with the country so that young people, rather than them thinking, well, success is leaving the country, young people will think, no, I'm going to stay here, and look, I can be like that CEO and that business, build my business and success in Philippines where we need them and where the real opportunities are. So that's what Asia CEO Awards wants to do, and this is why they should, I answer your question, join us to really develop this. So thank you very much.
Big and bold words from the man of the hour himself, Mr. Richard Mills of the Asia CEO Awards. Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Bilang bahagi ng promosyon ng pagtatravel sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa maging sa labas ng bansa, muling inilunsad ang taunang World Travel Expo 2024 na ginanap sa Makati City. Tampok sa taunang aktibidad na yan ang exhibit ng mga kumpanya sa larangan ng hotel accommodation, maging resort, travel, maging ang mga produktong delicacies na pinagmamalaki ng bawat probinsya. Kasama din dito ang iba't ibang mga private organization at mga kumpanya. Ayon kay Maris Caballero, ang presidente ng World Travel Expo, nais nilang maipakita at mailapit din sa tao at sa marami mga serbisyo na katatampukan ng patungkol sa travel experience, kaya nilunsad nila ang nasabing aktibidad.
Ang aabangan nyo po sa amin dito for the 3-day event, 18, 19, and 20. So we have travel agencies and tour operators who are here. Mga hotel accommodation namin na they're offering lowest price. Also yung mga travel packages natin, local and international destination, which is low package for 30 to 70% off.
72 exhibitor ang tinampok sa World Travel Expo 2024. Ayon pa sa pamunuan ng World Travel Expo, magkakaroon din ng mga regional events ang kanilang organisasyon na layong maipalaganap din ang kahalagahan ng pagta-travel sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa.
For the next years, of course, we are still doing the regional. So we have already had the Davao and also the Cebu, and every year, every October po ang World Travel Expo. So ang mga regional namin, we will have it announced soon. Baka po magkaroon na rin kami ng Iloilo and Cagayan de Oro soon.
Magpapatuloy pa ang gagawin nilang mga kaparehong aktibidad na layong magkaroon ng isang platform para maipalaganap daw at maipromote pa ang mga travel destinations sa ating bansa maging sa labas ng Pilipinas.
we're putting one platform, one venue, one platform dito sa ating event, no? So sama-sama dito para one-stop shop na lang yung mga travelers natin.
And our biz word of the week is transformational leadership. It is a management philosophy that encourages and inspires employees to innovate and develop new ways to grow and improve the path to a company's future success. Using this method, executives give trusted employees the independence to make decisions and support new problem-solving approaches. We've celebrated the achievements of truly exceptional individuals and organizations who showed what it takes to reach the top. From groundbreaking management to unwavering commitment to social responsibility, these award winners have demonstrated the power of leadership, teamwork, and perseverance. We congratulate all the winners and finalists for their outstanding contributions. May their success inspire others to strive for excellence. As entrepreneurs, remember to push boundaries, drive growth, and create a lasting impact. And our quote of the week is from Jim Rohn. He said, "A good objective of leadership is to help those who are doing poorly to do well, and to help those who are doing well to do even better." Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business hanggang sa susunod na linggo. Samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you're informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.